Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we talk about all things fandom on this channel. We talk about them in a positive way. This is Saturday on this channel where we talk about things we didn't get to talk about before. And today we're going to be doing our spoiler review and breakdown of Star Wars Skeleton Crew Episode 4. So let's jump right into it. Alright, so we've got to talk about the newest episode of Star Wars Skeleton Crew. And like I said, this is going to be our complete breakdown. So there will be spoilers. So if you haven't seen the episode yet, you may want to exit the video, watch the episode, and then come back and watch the review that we're doing and be a part of this crazy conversation along with us. But if you don't care about spoilers, then let's get right into all of this episode and what it entails. So, the episode is called I Can't Say I Remember No Addin. And in it, the crew use KM's coordinates to arrive at what they believe to be Addin. The planet turns out to resemble their planet, almost even mirroring everything that they know, but it's the complete opposite. So we're at Addin was sort of this peaceful planet. This one's more war-torn, and there's a war going on within the episode that they find themselves kind of in the middle of. So they learn that they are actually on Artran, one of the sister planets. Now, Jod stays on the ship with SM-33 while the kids venture out. They run into soldiers who identify themselves as the Trollocs, who have been at war with the Hattons. Now, Nil befriends, again, I don't know what a lot of this actually is because this is all very new lore, and I haven't heard of some of these things, even as a longtime Star Wars fan. So if you feel like some of this is a bit of a loss, that's probably you're not alone. So I wouldn't even worry about that. The episode is just meant to be the opposite of what Addin is. They arrive on this planet and it's just the opposite. So it's all this war-torn stuff going on. And that's the point of the episode. Now, Nil befriends a young soldier girl named Hana. And Hana's father is General Strix, who insists that the children be treated like adults. Now, Nil does not take very well to violence. Nil deplores violence. He's not a violent person at all. And the episode kind of leans into this with Hana sort of falling in love with that whole idea of non-violence. And this is a very Nil-centric episode. Now, when they ask about their planet, they're told that there's one place that might know, but they can't venture there because they'll be killed. So this is when it's kind of them proving that they're brave enough by leading these soldiers into battle. So you have these kids who are leading these soldiers into battle. And it's funny because all of them sort of have their moment where they don't want to be there. And Fern even sort of questions whether or not they should be there at all. And remember, she's kind of arrogant in a lot of ways. She sort of has that attitude. She presents herself as she can do anything. But even she questions this. And that makes it pretty fun. Now, they are supposed to lead them into battle, but Jod and SM-33 had ventured out of the ship only to be put on the other side of the coin, and now they are the ones that walk up instead of the actual people they're supposed to battle. And when this happens, Jod reveals that he sort of took care of that situation. He made it so that they weren't going to fight them for the time being. As a reward, they are directed to the Fallen Sanctum, which resembles the Supervisor's Tower on Aden. So once again, it just mirrors Aden in every way. All of the buildings resemble buildings that they've seen on Aden. And the crew find that this place does contain information, only the coordinates have been erased. The coordinates have been scratched off. Now, at this point, SM-33 confesses that he is the one that did this under orders of the captain. Now, Fern orders him to remember. She says, "I am your captain," at which point he says that the captain told him that if anybody ever inquired about this, to kill them. And he sort of turns bad and starts going after them. So even though SM-33's memory has been erased, he still is following the orders of this previous captain. And when Fern demands he remembers, he just continues coming after them. He's going to kill them. Well, then Nil and Jod leap into action. And with Nil's help, Jod shuts down SM-33. Nil then faints after saving his friends, and SM-33 is out of commission, and that's where this episode ends. Now, this episode raises all sorts of crazy questions now because now we know that they've hid this planet very well, and not just whatever government is hidden this planet, but some sort of pirate faction has hidden this planet as well. So is it a pirate planet? I seriously doubt it, but whatever it is, even the pirates deem it too dangerous or too valuable of a place to mess with. So they actually erase the coordinates to this planet. Now that's big because Jod wants to find this planet and everybody else wants to find this planet now that they know it exists. And this is going to really raise that level of danger for these kids going forward because they don't know how far out they are from their planet. Since the coordinates have been erased, this sister planet could be several light years away from their own planet. It could be right next door. The very next planet could be theirs. But we don't know yet. But there is only a couple episodes left of this show because the show actually has only a few episodes left. But enough that they could do all sorts of things before we reach that end. And I think still we're going to see Jod turn out to be a Jedi. Because I think he protested a bit too much in the last episode, telling them that he's not a Jedi and that he never said that. Especially when he always seems to kind of do the right thing, despite the fact that he wants to seem like he's greedy. That to me just kind of screams that he might be in hiding. He might be a Jedi in hiding who's pretending to be a rogue so that he can blend in. And that would be something a Jedi would do. Now, why don't he have a lightsaber? We don't know if he has a lightsaber yet or not. We do know that he does seem to be there for these kids whenever they ask. Even though he says it's a mutually beneficial arrangement, I still think that there's something more to that character than meets the eye. So I think that what's going to end up happening is that this is a lot more complicated than they originally thought. They definitely have gotten themselves way in over their heads, and this could have implications for things going beyond this series, because we do know that these characters are probably going to end up being in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, along with all the characters we're meeting in the Star Wars universe, with the exception of the Acolyte, which takes place years before the Mandalorian. So all that being said, some of these characters are going to have to reemerge. So whatever this planet is could become a very interesting planet in the future of Star Wars. It could become something that we could get to see more of. And I think that's a good thing. I think having more lore is definitely better. And I'm 1000% down for whatever mystery is going on here. Now, I definitely think that Jod is going to turn out to be a good guy now, watching these last couple episodes, with him sort of protesting a bit too much. But other than that, it makes me wonder who's going to betray them. Who has betrayed them? Is it their own planet that has betrayed these kids? Because what is the deal with these planets? Why are they so drastically different? And why are they hidden? Because even this planet that they're on now is sort of a hidden planet. Not quite as well as Aden, but it is definitely still a hidden planet. That makes this very intriguing. That's going to make for, I think, an epic final where we have some really big event. Now, I have heard rumors as to some cameos coming up, and we'll see if those cameos prove to be true. But even still, some of this stuff that's going on right now with the series is exciting enough to keep me intrigued and make me wonder if these kids are going to end up saving their planet from whatever is keeping it hidden, or if the planet's going to remain hidden. And whatever turns out to be the case, I see them doing this in a big way. I have even begun to ponder if SM-33's crew is really dead, or they are going to turn out to be the bad guys in some way. But that's where I'm going to leave it off to you guys. I want to know what you guys are thinking about this series so far. Are you loving it? Do you not like it? Do you find the mystery of this planet intriguing? What do you think the deal is? Why do you think the pirates and the government are hiding this planet from existence? Do you think it's going to play a big part in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie? Or do you think this will eventually just sort of be a standalone and their appearance will be limited to a brief cameo? And do you think Jod is going to actually betray them, or do you think he will turn out to be a Jedi? As always, we want to hear from you guys, so make sure you are leaving us a comment in the comment box below, letting us know what you think. Don't forget to share this video with all of your friends. They're going to want to be a part of this crazy conversation. And then don't forget to hit that like button. It's free, it helps the channel, and we really do appreciate it. And then Miko says we need more subscribers. And look at this face. You don't want to disappoint Miko. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell while you're down there, so you don't miss a single video we do. And then friends, at the end of the day, I know it, you know it, and Miko knows it. Fandom is family.